May the force be with you, Bugles. It's your boy Nick Zvotan from Comics Bugle, and I want to welcome you to this video. Let's travel to the galaxy far, far away in a long time ago, because today I'm gonna talk about Star Wars comic books and how to read them. But before we start, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it means world for us and world for me. Also, don't forget to check out TikTok and Instagram. Okay, so Star Wars comic books and how to read them. Basically, I'm gonna try to make some reading order for you. There is a ton of material in the form of Star Wars comic books, so I'm gonna split all information in several videos. In today's videos, I'm gonna talk about comic books which take places before all movies. These time periods are called Before Republic, Old Republic, and High Republic. So are you ready? Let's go! Sentient civilization in the Star Wars galaxy stretches back tens of thousands of years. Before the Empire, the galaxy took its first step to the unification with the formation of the Old Republic. And that was approximately 25,000 years before the events of films. At the time, hyperspace travel was limited as advanced astrogation techniques had not yet been developed. So the Republic was limited to the core worlds, and it all started in Titan, where Force was discovered long ago before polarization of light and dark side of Force. In these times is a set of series called The Dawn of Jedi, in which we follow the origin of Jedi Order. It is times before lightsaber, before hyperspace travel, when connection with the world was new and strange. We follow a group of scientists, philosophers, and warriors which train to peace and balance mystifying powers of Force. They form a Jedi Order, and that changed galaxy forever. All this we can read in the Star Wars Legends Epic Collection Volume 1 through 3. On its page we can see the origin of Jedi Order, creation of first lightsaber, first Force Wars, and also origin of first Sith Lords. Breakaway faction within the Jedi Order dedicated itself to the dark side of the Force. The Sith, as they came to be known, sought to use the Force to gain and keep temporal power. The conflicts that grew out of this schism were at first limited to the Jedi and the Sith, but as powerful Sith raised armies and forced empires of their own, the bloodshed spilled out into the secular galaxy. This leads directly to the origin of the Old Republic era, also known as Sith era. In this era are also sets of video games Old Republic, which was popular MMORPG, and one of my all-time favorite video games, Knights of the Old Republic, also known as KOTOR. This extremely long era is collected in comic book form in series as Star Wars Tale of Jedi, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars The Old Republic, Star Wars Knight Errant, and also miniseries Star Wars Lost Tribe of the Sith. This all is collected in Star Wars Legends Epic Collection The Old Republic Volume 1 through 5. Volume 1 through 3 are also collected in Star Wars Legend The Old Republic Omnibus Volume 1. In pages of these collections we can find fantastic stories such as adventure of young Jedi Zane Carrick, who is framed of the murder of his fellow Padawans, as is forced into alliance with the con artist Menhir. We also meet former Mandalorian warrior Roland. Except Zane Carrick's saga, we can see explosive return of Sith Empire and their attempt to crush the Republic. These events list to form a group of brave Jedis who intends to liberate as many innocents as possible. We met young Jedi Knight Cara Holt. She's trying to find her missing family, and maybe she's only hope to stop the Sith from completely crushing the galaxy. We also discover origins of the Sith rule of two and see fantastic battle between Army of Lights and Brotherhood of Darkness. I need to say I absolutely love the whole Old Republic era. It's opened up so many possibilities and the stories are just great. Okay, let's move a few thousand years to the era of High Republic. While Old Republic era takes places around 25,000 years before all movies, High Republic era is merely hundreds years before them. Another key difference is the Sith. In the Old Republic, the galaxy is riddled with them, and the Jedi know all too well about them. In High Republic era, Sith are in hiding, and Jedis are quite active in galaxy. There is also a little technical differences between these two eras. Old Republic is something what we called legend, and High Republic is canon era, recently put out as the next focal point for the books, novels, and also comic book series. So basically, High Republic stuff ignore all Old Republic and Pre-Republic stories, which are, because they are just legends, non-canon. Which is really shame if you ask me. High Republic comic book series are split to two phases, Phase 1 and Phase 2. What is interesting, Phase 2 begins 150 years before Phase 1. Also, Phase 1 was released before Phase 2. I don't know, but well, we all know in which order was released the movies, so why not? First comic book of Phase 2 is Dark Horse one-shot The High Republic Adventures Quest of the Jedi, in which we see Jedi Knight Ashley Rell who investigate well-known massacre on planet Dalna. This and some other stories we can find in the Star Wars The High Republic Adventure Volume 1 trade paperback. From Marvel Comics, we have in Phase at the time only one story, Balance of the Force, which takes us to the moon Jedha, where we follow Jedi Wildar Mac who investigate the murder of another Jedi in ancient shrine, case of missing sacred relics, and mystery of who is using force powers on the streets of Holy City. This story is collected in the Star Wars The High Republic Phase 2 Volume 1 Balance of the Force in trade paperback. It is still an ongoing series, so we certainly will see the more fantastic stories from this era. Phase 1, which takes places after the Phase 2, is complete for now, and it will be collected in the Star Wars The High Republic Phase 1 Omnibus, in which we get a whole main series and both mini-series, Acts of the Storm and Trial of Shadows. We get the Masters Avar Kriss and Sakir, also young Padawan Kiwi Trennis in their battle with the Drengir Horde and Mysterious the Great Progenitor. Who or what it is. We also reveal source of the Jedi greatest fear with the Eye of the Nihil, Martian Raw. I am really looking forward to this omnibus. It should be released later this year in October. And that's all from this era. You can find most of these comic books in our eShop, comicsbugle.com, your friendly neighborhood comic book shop in Europe. Except of great catalog of collected, deluxe and absolute editions, epic collections and omnibuses, we guarantee you eco-friendly Hulkproof packaging, free shipping in whole EU, an option to pre-order your comic book now and pay for it later. You can also split full price to 4 payments because we know how expensive these books can be. So check it out, comicsbugle.com. You can also find direct links below this video. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out any further videos. In comment section you can write us what other omnibuses or collected edition would you like to see in our videos. And I will see you next month with a new video of how to read Star Wars. See ya, Bugles!